Before there was light, before there was time as we know it, before breath, before earth, before stars, there was God. No chaos, no struggle, no rival. Only existence itself, held in perfect stillness. This is the beginning of the story, the first words of Scripture, the foundation upon which every other story stands. This is creation, and this is the fall. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Not slowly, not through conflict, not through chance. Creation did not claw its way into existence, it was spoken into being. At first, the earth was formless and empty. Darkness covered the surface of the deep. Water stretched endlessly, silent, unmoving. And the Spirit of God hovered over the waters, watching, waiting. Then God spoke, "Let there be light." And there was light, not a spark, not a gradual glow. Light existed because it was commanded to exist. God separated the light from the darkness. He named the light day, the darkness night. Time began to move forward. Evening passed, morning came. The first day was complete. God spoke again. The waters were divided, an expanse stretched out between them. Sky above, waters below. Space was formed. Breath had room. Evening passed, morning came, and the second day was complete. God spoke a third time. The waters gathered together, and dry land appeared. Earth rose from the sea, solid ground beneath unseen feet. God called the dry land earth, and the gathered waters seas. Then life began to take root. Vegetation burst from the soil, plants bearing seed, trees bearing fruit, each according to its kind, designed, ordered, sustained. Evening passed, morning came, and God saw that it was good. God filled the heavens with light, the greater light to govern the day, the lesser light to govern the night. Stars were scattered across the sky, more than humanity would ever count. They marked seasons, days, years. Time was now measured. Evening passed, morning came. God filled the waters with living creatures. Life moved beneath the surface, creatures great and small. Birds filled the sky, wings cutting through the air. God blessed them, commanding them to multiply. Evening passed, morning came. Then God formed the animals of the land, wild beasts, livestock, creatures that crawl and creatures that roam. The earth was alive with movement. And then God paused. The world was full, but it was not complete. God said, "Let us make mankind in our image." God did not speak humanity into existence. He formed. From the dust of the ground, God formed a man. Earth molded into flesh. Then God breathed into him, not air, life. The man became a living soul. He was made in the image of God, given authority, given responsibility. God created humanity, male and female. And God saw everything he had made. It was very good. The seventh day came. God rested, not from exhaustion, but in completion. God planted a garden in Eden. Rivers flowed through it, trees grew heavy with fruit. Every need was already met. God placed the man there to work the garden, to keep it. not to survive, but to steward. God gave a command. From every tree of the garden you may freely eat, but from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you must not eat, for in the day you eat of it, you will surely die. Trust was the boundary. God said, "It is not good for the man to be alone." God caused the man to fall into a deep sleep. From his side, God formed a woman, not from the dust, but from humanity itself. She was brought to the man. Bone of my bones, flesh of my flesh. They were united, naked, unashamed, nothing hidden, nothing broken. But the story does not remain in the garden. Another voice entered, the serpent, more cunning than any creature God had made. It did not command, it questioned. Did God really say? Doubt took root. The serpent twisted God's words. You will not surely die. You will be like God, knowing good and evil. The temptation was not hunger, it was autonomy. The woman looked at the tree, pleasing to the eye, desirable for wisdom. She took the fruit. She ate. She gave it to the man, and he ate. No thunder followed. No fire fell, but everything changed. Their eyes were opened, not to wisdom, but to guilt. They saw themselves, exposed, ashamed. They hid. God called out, "Where are you?" Blame followed, responsibility fractured. God spoke judgment. Pain entered the world. Work became toil. Death entered the story, not immediately, but inevitably. Yet God spoke hope. One day, the offspring of the woman would crush the serpent's head. God clothed them, mercy before exile. Cherubim guarded the way back. The garden was closed, but the story was not over. From dust to destiny, from rebellion to redemption, this is the first chapter of the greatest story ever told, and it has only just begun.